Greetings and salutations. If you haven't noticed, this is actually... Oops. Need to turn that off. This is actually kind of late. But I've been really busy working on my Call of Cthulhu, Pathfinder, and D&D stuff. As well as my Warhammer Age of Sigmar research. So, yeah, that's kind of why my channel kind of slipped into just Mario Kart mode. Hello, Mr. Oops, bounce off the wall. Of course. It just so happens to be that was the... Oops. Kind of triggered that wrong. I can't see. Oh, crap. Well, I did strip him of his green shell. Crap. Crap. My warning system said his blue shell's coming. I almost slid into it. It's one of those things, you know. Yeah, and my Call of Cthulhu research for setting up my chain of scenarios was for my modular module. Have yet to come up with a name for it, but it's basically a terror on the high seas kind of situation. But I oddly enough started. I came up with the second set of scenarios and the tertiary set of scenarios. I basically have those prepped through. And what I mean by secondary and tertiary is I basically designed this module adventure modular, so there's actually multiple different scenarios that can be swapped in at various junction points. And the thing is, I realized what would be originally the first set was a little more difficult than I wanted them to be, and would be a little more action oriented and a little too aggressive for first time Call of Cthulhu players. So what I basically came to the conclusion of is I need to just set up some like basic crimes for the first set of missions. So the original first set of scenarios became the second set, and oops, oh my goodness, yeah, that was so much slop there. But oh crap. The original first set was became the second set of scenarios, and Oh, just as I got close enough to have it impact me. But I basically worked into myself into an area where I have less knowledge and experience. And I'm a huge fan of kaiju movies and classic horror, psychological horror movies and stories. And it's easy for me to come up with 10,000 horrifying scenarios between strange monsters from a lost age or something thing. I could like swap in all kinds of components from various movies and stories to get what I want. But when it comes to like literally coming up with like, hey, Bugsy Malone kind of shit, it or just kidnappings or classic stuff like old-fashioned gangster movie shit and stuff like that, and that just makes it a whole lot harder because that is literally the stuff I normally do not watch. So oh, you horrible little toad, stole that from me. So that is kind of my problem with my Call of Cthulhu series of scenarios. uh, I basically decided I needed something simpler, but it turned into a situation where I have to come up with stuff that I have a whole lot less experience with. I'm used to monsters and crazy cults and shit like that, and from like bizarre or edges of reality and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the diamond has been stolen, where is it? Kind of scenarios, or if someone has been kidnapped, you have to find your way to the person before it's too late, or catch the criminals after they stole some stuff. Yeah, that's a lot harder for me to do. Oops. My original intention was to hope jumping that, but crap. Link is throwing fireballs. That's not normal for him, except for Zelda Adventures of Link. Now villagers pitching fireballs. Pete's sake. Oh crap. Oh my goodness, I'm doing so terrible. Everything kind of just works out like that. Of course, Mr. Toad is in the lead again. Toad's supposed to be working for me, blocking, not beating me to the finish line. Me just joking. Sometimes people take that shit seriously. Don't know why. Yes, Toad works for Princess Peach. I'm playing Princess Peach. Think he would be helpful to his employer. But of course, the Toads have never been terribly good at protecting their princess, so... Oh, crap. There's actually a lower section on this slide, but, you know, most people don't touch that. Now I have ink on my visor. Oh, there's a blue shell. Oh crap, I chose the wrong path. Crap! That freaked me out there, or seeing all those green shells fly over by me. And then I was also working, as I said, and I also was working on some Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder stuff. I actually have a world that I kind of came up with the basic framework concept for, and came up with an area that happens to exist simultaneously in two different. Well, there's two different versions of it. There's Pathfinder 2nd edition, and then there's a D&D 5th edition version of it. And then there's various areas around it. I'm kind of going with feature dense kind of world, as opposed to sparsely spread out kind of worlds like most people tend to do in D&D and Pathfinder. Stuff kind of like a set of adventures. I should say this setup is based around kind of like Majora's Mask or something. Not the same time in plot kind of deal, but basically along the lines of, like, if you want to stay around the main towns, there's more than enough stuff for you for many sessions to play. However, there is things happening far out in the world that you can travel to and interact with. That kind of thing. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. If you did not, leave a dislike. If you disliked this video, please leave in the comments below as to why you disliked this video. I very much prefer that I know why you disliked this video as opposed to just disliking the video and just wandering off. Have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month, and have a happy new year. It's still New Year, but, you know, everyone has their own thing.